2, 1, go. Herzlich willkommen, 14. Oktober 2025, halb 3. Herzlich willkommen bei Chinooky Live Trading und wir sagen auch willkommen zu Gianluca. Er ist der Gründer von Chinooky und somit reden wir heute ein wenig auf Englisch. Gianluca, welcome and thank you to be with us today.
Hi everyone, thank you Dimitri. I hope you do well.
Yeah, we are fine.
Nice.
Very good,
Nice.
very good. We are waiting for this crazy market, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be interesting today. I'm managing a trade that I've taken this morning, and the market, yes, are really strange. I mean, market are not strange. Market as they have to be, but today it's going to be interesting because we had something really strong on Friday. We closed almost 2.5 handles to the downside, and on Monday, on yesterday, we opened in a gap up because we had Trump saying that it's okay with China, and today we are looking again to the downside. I'm managing a trade. I'm long. It's quite difficult because it's a volatile market, but now we have to talk about it.
So what do you think about what happened last Friday? Is this only Donald Trump, that gave this kick to go to the downside, or is it also something else?
So now looking at the big picture, we can see on the top of my screen where we were at the end of Friday. So at the end of last week, then market just went crazy for tariff applied to Chinese product. I'm really straightforward about it. What happened could be, planned, could be forecast. Why? Because if you study market structure, you can see from the beginning of September, market went really to the upside without having any kind of structure. From the beginning of September till the Friday's high, we had a really poor structure, which means we can't predict what Trump says, but we can know how market could behave after something like that. Yes, it's not only about Trump. It's about how market structured their uptrend to all-time highs.
Exactly, and the market profile allow us to read this information earlier, so we could predict this movement to the downside.
Yes, we can predict how market behave, not when it could start. That's the difficult about trading. We can't know, especially in this strange situation, we can't know when market could start going to the downside like that, 250 points in only an afternoon. We can know, but we could predict how market could behave in that kind of scenario because it was prepared to behave like that.
Yeah, and the structure tells us where the market could go. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes. Now, if we can look, market had monthly low at 65.40. Okay, let me put it. Okay, 65.40, which it's almost 100 points far from September low. This is September low. This is October low, which is Friday's one. Okay. And looking at past structure, we had multiple. If you study market profile, we had multiple weak lows and weak structure that could suggest where markets could go. Obviously, price could go lower. We had a lot of information that market could go also at 60 to 100 level, but it's not that. It's not about that. We have to understand the markets are pushed by different kind of liquidity, retail's liquidity, investor liquidity. And that's maybe something we can, maybe Dimitri, we can discuss today. What do you think?
Yeah, it makes me wonder also, or I was wondering also, if on the historical highs, a couple of days earlier, before Friday, some investors started to go short for longer position. What do you think?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't have, obviously, the crystal ball, but I don't think that on all-time highs, investors start selling. Maybe they could start selling for taking profit. Yes, we can do. I am a long-term investor. I have in my portfolio some stocks. I'm doing really great with them. Maybe I can take some of them out of my portfolio because I perform really well. But I'm not interested in, change my portfolio if things are going good and, in terms of politics, economics are good, and there's not something out of the box that is coming into this market. We know about tariff. We already know about a tariff. Trump's talked about tariff so many times that for investors wise, it's something that it's not unusual. That's why I'm talking about it. We have to divide it up, liquidity into retail's one and investors one. And when you see something like that, when you see September's movement, you maybe could understand what I'm talking about. But I don't think to answer your question, I don't think that on Friday we had investors' money go away. So maybe a little bit, but it's not something like that. It's not all about that.
I'm not talking about Friday, but the days earlier, because we had some spikes on the maximum, and the closing of the day was always down. So that's what I was thinking about. But if I look also the stock exchange and stock portfolio, as you mentioned, I think until we have good news from the companies, so producing good numbers, the market could correct. Yeah, that's true. But on the other side, if the business is going good, there is no reason to go to the downside.
Absolutely. Yes, now we are into the earnings period again. So can you see my table here?
On the left side, and then it's okay.
Okay, nice. It's quite quite volatile now. Are you seeing?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what's happening. What is happening? So it's pushing to the downside, and let's see what happened. I mean, when you see the market going up in an uptrend or downtrend, but I'm talking about uptrend because it's what happened on September and August, July, June, May. After April's downside movement, we had a really strong trend to the upside. 7 months where we had higher lows, higher highs.
Yeah.
When you see something like that, you have to understand that prices are built by money that flows into the market. And at the beginning, if you think about on April, we had a really good opportunity for investors because we had really low price. And as an investor, after the first period where we didn't know if they could settle something, they could find an agreement, after that first period, after the first agreements, as an investor, I start putting my money into stock exchange,
Yeah.
ETF, hedge funds, everywhere, because we had really good price. And that's what, at the beginning of the movement, pushed price higher. Because as an investor and as a speculator, I had really good opportunity.
Yeah.
After, sorry,
Yeah,
go ahead, please.
it's true because if the investors are buying stocks, there is an interest here. So buy, and the price is going up. That's
Absolutely, absolutely. And when you find, and when you take a lot of money, gain a lot of money in terms of long-term investment, because you had price that maybe you could never reach for the future. And price start going higher. So this is a building. It's called S&P 500. The first floors are really, really well structured because it's investor money. After we reach all-time highs, as an investor, I don't have, because I really have something in my portfolio and has really good price, I don't find really interesting buying at all-time highs. It's not interesting for me, especially if I had structured my portfolio with better price. And that's when retail, sorry, Dimi, go ahead, please.
I said a discount price, yeah?
Yeah, I took discount price. Why have to go? Why have to buy on all-time highs? That's where retail traders goes in, because they are looking only at price, looking only at charts. They have no clue of what is going on, and they start buying and buying and buying and buying and buying, creating a different kind of structure. So prices are going higher. Prices are going higher, but those flows are really, really, really weak because those has been made but by really low and interesting liquidity, because it's retail one, and we know that retail traders lose 99% of the time.
Could you explain to the audience how you can read this on the market profile?
Absolutely. That's where market profile kicks in. Market profile gives you a better perspective to understand which kind of money are flowing into the instrument you are studying. So let's do something like that. Let's put it in this way. Here is it. Looking at looking at Friday, for example, as you can see, we had multiple distribution going to the downside. The difference between this profile and this one, it's really clear. This on the right side, it's thin and really long. This one, it's better constructed because it's something like that. I have this. Oh, give me 1 second. It's like that.
Yeah.
And this is the perfect distribution. So instead of putting a Porsche or a Ferrari on your wall because you want to get rich, okay, this is something that you have to put on your wall, on your desk, to get rich on market.
Yeah.
This is the perfect distribution. If you find something like that, you know which kind of market you're looking to. So as you can see, this or this, it's the same. This is a profile. So this is a well-constructed market. It's a balanced market. And here it is. Here is it. It's quite different from this one, or this one, or this one. We had multiple references that gives us a really good perspective of what could happen if something like Trump's tweet go out.
Yeah, because if you look also, Tuesday we had a B shape, Wednesday we had a P shape, Thursday we had a B shape again.
Yes, absolutely. A P shape, a B shape, it's really easy to find it out. I always say to my students that market profile is really simple, but trading has to be really simple. You can explain what you're doing every day in front of your screen to a stranger, to someone who never seen something like that on the screen, because it has to be simple. And market profile, it's really simple, because if I have to say to 100 people that never study market profile or never study trading never in their life, if I ask them, what do you see here, a B or a P? 100 out of 100 could say a B. Here, a P or a B? A P shape. Which means it's really easy to study, to analyze it, because it's really easy in terms of distribution. Then the difficulties are coming when you start interpretate those information. But that's something that we can we explain and we teach into our our educational course.
Yeah.
But yes, we had really interesting situation before Friday storm.
Yeah, that's interesting. Also, with my students, I on the chat, I asked them, so what do you see today? And it's interesting. They saw also the B and the P shape. And the second question was, where could the market go in the next couple of days? And the answer was correct. So I'm very glad to know that the students are learning. And what I learned from you, Gianluca, I can give to other people now, and I want to say thank you for that.
No, I thank you for your work, thank you for your hard work. So we are building our company in Germany, but as you know, and maybe people don't know, I am in Rome. I'm Italian. I studied trading since 2009, and you now are seeing our office in Rome. Maybe you can visit them. I'm happy to. So this is a 60 place room where 60 people could sit, as you can see. And for us, it's really important to study with our students, as you, Dimitri, are doing in Germany. But you said something really correct. Market profile gives everyone a good perspective of what's going on. And to complete this this picture, I think that if you ask me on Friday where market could go in the next 2 hours in the opening bell, at the opening bell, 3:30 our time, 3:30 p.m., I could say, I should say long.
We were long also.
Yeah, I were long.
Yeah.
Yes, I was wrong. Sorry. Yeah. But if you ask me when you see where you see markets price in the next 2 weeks, I could say probably short. That's what market profile gives us, a good perspective of what is going on right now and what could happen in the next weeks, days, month.
So only looking at the structure of the market profile and not listening to news or what's happening in the world, huh?
Absolutely. No, I'm not a news trader. I just analyze market structure, and I have to be ready to trade the market as it behaves. After a news comes out, I have to see how retail traders, how retail's money moves and behave to see what's going on. News alone doesn't give me a hedge.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We have to only to look at the news, but not use the news to trade. So I mean, in this world there are also traders there. They trade with news. I mean, but you are the perfect example of a trader that started from zero, from scratch, and at the end you had success with your system using the market profile, and not only without looking at the news.
No question about it. Absolutely. And just to give you what I'm doing today, I'm long, so I'm losing money today.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it is something new for those who are studying in the trading industry. I'm warning you, we'll find out that the reality of facts are really, really, really different of what you heard about. To gain money, you have to lose money. To gain money, you have to be good at losing money. But you're gonna have losing days, losing weeks, losing months. It's really important giving a good picture of our daily routine. And yes, I'm a profitable trader, not because I'm not having bad days. Today could be a bad one. I'm losing almost $4,000.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a big deal, yes, but it's quite it's bigger than the average because I have a really high volatile market. I think the VIX index, it's above 22, 23, which is quite high in terms of value. We didn't see something like that since May 25. So it's really interesting one. Today is Tuesday. We had whole week ahead of us. So it's gonna be tough today, and that's the reality. I have bad situation. I have to handle that.
Yeah, even in all the lives I do on Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube, I try always to set up my plan for the day with my idea, my bias, my target, possible target, if I enter into the market, my stop, how I manage this. And sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not good. It doesn't mean that you are not profitable, but at the end, important is to have a plan and how you manage your day without, and I mean, being neutral and without sensations or something that could hurt yourself in your trading. So I'm talking a lot about mental training and in the management of a trade or something doing during the intraday business. Yeah. And
Yes. Yeah, there are three types of management: your mind, your money, your trading. And you have to fit all three into one person, and it's quite difficult. That's why retail traders lose money, because they have to do three jobs only one person. That's really difficult. You have to find your time, and you be patient to have the time to have results. And people doesn't accept it, and maybe find the easiest way, and that's not something that we're gonna teach to you guys.
super. Gianluca, I wanted to ask you, so you change your offices in 2.5 years, is the third time now, right?
Yes.
This evolution is incredible in Rome. Why do you want to have an office and a big office? Can you explain to the audience why this is so important for you in your school.
Because I was a student. I tried to study from people online, and I had really bad experience. I lost a lot of money, but accepting how money I lost, I didn't study something useful for my future. Because people that I found out were not real traders, legit traders. After that, I start doing my stuff alone, and I start finding an edge. After that, in 2020, I found this company. I founded this company. For me, personal and human connection, it's really important to make you grow. And you have to know that you are studying with someone that has an address, has a name. People are working in that building for you. Customer care, marketing, sales department, education department. For me, it's really important, because if you have to be patient, at the same time, on the other side, you have to be sure that you are investing your time in something real. That's why I'm investing a lot of money into this office. It's the third one, as you said. But for me, it's really important to give a message to all our students all around the world, because now we are Rome. We are teaching to Italian guys, also with you, Dimitri, to German guys. And what we're going to do in German, it's going to be the same that we have done in Italy. Plus, why not? We can create something here in Rome for our German students in the future, while we are building something physically there in Germany.
I think they would like it to come to Rome. I'm pretty sure. Yes.
Nice. So I think that we are near to the kickoff, 3:30, opening bell. Hoping that it's going to be a really interesting one. Dimitri, thank you.
Thank you, so Gianluca, for being with us. And for our students, I will switch to German. Wir hören uns dann wieder, oder besser, wir sehen uns am nächsten Donnerstag immer um 2:30. Und ansonsten könnt ihr uns auch auf Instagram folgen. Thank you, Gianluca.
Grazie, Dimitri.
And have a good day.